Chico is getting ready to file its second motion regarding what it perceives as issues with at least its legal team found with the Warren settlement. Action
News Now reporter Margot Rowe joins us now. She's been following the story basically since the city made a deal back in 2022. Margot, we reported last that the second motion was to be filed last month, but something's changed since then.
Yes, Haley. So the city filed its first motion back in early August, and the second was supposed to happen about 2 weeks later. But the city is now planning to file that second motion on September 10th. The city says it's because the Legal Services of Northern California, or LSNC, was only agreeable to an October hearing date if the city waited to file. Now, to find out why they picked that specific date, I reached out to the LSNC and they could confirm with me that the city is planning to file on that date, but wouldn't share anything else. Recently, the LSNC filed opposition to the city's first motion, which focuses on clarification on if the settlement applies to the 8 plaintiffs listed or the entire Chico homeless community. And Mayor Casey Reynolds says she feels confident the judge will favor the city in that motion.
Very confident in our legal strategies. The Rule 23, this was never a class certification suit, and we have non-delegable duties to take care of the health and safety of all of our community members, and we can't delegate that away in a contract. So I think those two are very strong arguments, and I hope that the judge sees that in the same way.
In the latest 20-plus page filing, the plaintiffs argue that the agreement does apply to the entire homeless population because it was not pled as a class action. So they are not required to sue as a representative party. Now, as for the second motion that will be filed by the city, that focuses on clarification and what the city can do when homeless people return to camp at previously cleared sites, and also permission for stricter enforcement in high fire risk areas. And due to how these are two separate motions, there are 2 separate dates set. The first motion will be seen by a judge on October 6th, and once the second motion is filed, the hearing date for that is tentatively set for October 15th.
So, Margot, could we see anything else happen before those hearing dates?
So right now, the city is working on a reply to the LSNC's opposition to its motion. So we should see that reply by September 8th. And then once that second motion is filed, we'll see the whole process repeat again, where the LSNC will respond, the city will reply, but also a judge could make a decision prior to any of the hearings.
Okay, we'll see what happens. We do know the LSNC says there are now only 6 living plaintiffs in the Warren settlement. The agency says one of the plaintiffs recently died just last month, but that doesn't alter the legal proceedings.